Hey, it's your boy BT, Brendan Taylor. We're at the 5th Street Gym on South Beach. You're watching True School Sports.
Alright, Brendan Taylor here, True School Sports. I'm with my roommate, Luis Perez. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. Looking forward for good fights tonight. And looking forward for coming out with the wins.
Absolutely. You're from South Florida like me, and we've been in the same area, but I guess we just never talked. You're a cut man and you're a trainer. Tell people about your background in boxing.
Yeah, I'm actually a trainer. I was doing start to do a cut man, as in sometimes, you go to the fights. Especially in the beginning when I first started training people, and you didn't have nobody to help you, so you just start, figuring it out. And then I've been working with Stacy for many years. So, I'm a bossy man, so he wanted to have a bossy man as a command for some of his guys. So ever since I've been doing cut for him, I'm for done. And then I have my, I train, at the 5th Street Gym, train many people as Pali Malinachi, he's a Korea, Vicente Mosquera, I work with Guillermo Jones. I've been the cut for Roy Jones, so we've been around.
You've been around. You're well traveled.
Yes.
How did the opportunity come up for you to work with Don King and Stacy McKinley? Like, how did that start?
Well, because I'm friend with Stacy.
Okay.
Friend with Stacy. As have fighters, he have fighters. So we always used to get together for sparring, stuff like that. We get along very well. Got good chemistry in terms of we had the same views as in boxing. Old time, old school mentality in terms of boxing. And then that's how we first started. Once again, just our guys sparring with each other, helping each other. And then he asking me if I want to work cut for him. Him and his fighters, and of course he used to train a lot of Don King fighters. So that's how we came involved.
Okay, and now you're gonna work two of the fights tonight. Yes. Carlos Monroe and Hakeem Lopez, I think you said.
Yeah, we got Carlos Monroe in the main event. Round number 8 in the WBA, 160 pound. We got a new kid, Hakeem Lopez, 6-0. They got a lot of potential. We spent a lot of those two today, and not only today. In their career, they got a lot of potential.
Okay. How many fights do you think you've worked in your career?
Oh, wow, it's possible. Wow. That would be impossible to even think the number is.
That might take you a whole month to figure out.
Yeah, that would take me a long time. If we talk again next month, hopefully we will. I'm going to try to have some type of number, but wow, many.
Are there any fights that stick out? Like, what are some fights that, like, some of your best moments of your...
I had to tell you, one of the most brutal fights I have witnessed personally, not in TV. Personally, when we fought in Russia with Guillermo Jones.
Lebedv?
With Lebedv.
I've heard about that fight.
Yeah, and that was a brutal fight. That were I was doing the cuts for Stacy, and Stacy was the head coach of Guillermo Jones. I went doing the cut, and it was a brutal fight from the first round. A lot of punishment, a lot of wow. It was I had that probably was my finest job to try to keep Guillermo Jones sane, because all the punches the BOWE was taking, and if anybody reviewed that fight, you could see that where Lebedv ended up something of a movie.
It was like Rocky 4.
Yeah. They were not able to do their job, and keep their man sane. I was able to do my job, with Guillermo and keeping sane. Despite all the punches that they were taking, but those two really wanted to kill each other from the first round. Probably was one of the most brutal fight I have present. It was that fight, and I think that was my finest work, because once again, with the punishment that those two were dishing to each other from the get-go for 11 rounds until we were able to stop them in the 11, it was brutal, and I had to do a lot of work. Wow.
Yeah, you earned your paycheck that night.
Oh, definitely, I did, and then something. I had all the equipment required, for the fight. Couple ice swells and you name it, because I needed to put him all over his face.
Yeah.
So he can stay sane and be able to come up on top like we did.
So what in that particular fight, what were you and Stacy saying to Guillermo Jones in the corner?
Well, I've been with you. It was a brutal fight, and it was a fight where I even learned a lot from Stacy. As the fight was brutal from the first round. It was almost impossible for them to last 12 rounds the way they were going at each other. It was brutal. And I remember going to round 9, I believe. Stacy told Guillermo to pull out a little bit, get a little break for 2 rounds, not to lose the round, but try to get a little break to close strong. And then the other corner would keep telling Lebedv, no, keep going, not realizing at that pace would be impossible, you know what I mean? So we strategized a little better, you know what I mean? Decide to rest for 2 rounds, and then we came out on the 10 and 11. We were able to stop him on the 11, and Lebedv was more spent. He was done because he never took the time off that we needed for that fight in particular, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's some fight that where you don't have to take time off, but in that fight in particular, we needed to get a little break to be able to close strong, and we was able to stop him in the 11th round.
Yeah, great fight, classic fight.
Wow, brutal. If you guys out there never seen that fight, I recommend you to see that fight. Guillermo Jones against Denis Lebedv. Wow, what a fight.
Amazing fight. Okay, I want to get your opinion on some topics, some of the upcoming fights in boxing. What do you think about Canelo versus Kovalev?
You know what? It's a very interesting fight, and I'll tell you why. Because no matter how you look at it, Kovalev is huge.
Yeah.
And he can punch. But the reason why I think Canelo will win that fight is because Kovalev is not famous for taking body punches. And actually, it's to the advantage of Canelo being shorter. Because by being shorter, he'd be closer to the body. You know what I mean? A lot of people say, oh, you know, Kovalev's too big. Well, that's Kovalev's problem in that fight. That he's just much taller than Canelo, and Canelo will be able to get to the body a lot easier, you know, as a shorter man, and that's his downfall. Kovalev's downfall is to the body. And I think Canelo will stop him late in the round, in the fight with body punches.
Body punches.
Yes.
Okay. So wow, you know, it's funny you say that because Canelo, if he does that, to me that'd be impressive to me because Canelo he's never stopped anybody like a good fighter above 154.
Correct.
You know, at 160 he didn't really stop any. He didn't stop any of like the big fights he was in. He didn't, and he has never fought at 175. So
correct. Well, but the reason why I'm saying that is because his height. You know, I feel is to his advantage being actually short on that fight in particular. Because you actually saw as a short man, like when I used to fight, I was the shortest than everybody else. So my job is to go to the body because I'm short.
Yeah.
And that will be his job on that fight.
Showtime, Sean Porter. It's Aerosmith Jr. Hey everyone, this is Jesse Vargas. You're watching True School Sports. You're watching True School Sports. All right. And you're watching True School Sports. Stay tuned.